This goal here is interesting. Are we on the cusp of having answers to those who believe that ESG is a real roadblock to adoption?
I don't think ESG is a roadblock to adoption. I think investors want ESG. I think the industry wants ESG. Bitcoin miners really are the energy purchasers of last resort for renewables, and so we're the perfect customer for renewable energy sources. If you look at our announcement from last week, essentially the next 250 megawatts of power that we're going to use for digital mining will be carbon neutral, and we're going to move the rest of our fleet to carbon neutral status over the course of next year. So we're very optimistic about miners being able to move to a fully carbon neutral footprint. That being said, I think there's a lot of education that has to happen regarding how mining operates, what type of power we use, how we use it, and how we actually benefit the renewable energy marketplace. And I think that's something the Mining Council is really going to focus on. It's really just a voluntary organization of miners who really are open for anybody in the mining industry to join, who are focused on just educating and providing real transparency about what's going on in the mining industry. So we're very excited about that. We're also very excited about going to a more carbon footprint neutral footprint going forward.
Right. How do you get to 70% or even beyond? What modes of energy change? Can you describe how that works?
Yeah, so through power purchase agreements, you contract with the grid operators, for example, power providers, for a mix of wind, solar, potentially nuclear, et cetera. You can also put your mining operation directly as baseload power on the grounds of a renewable energy plant. For example, if you think about the solar energy world, it really operates optimally from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. Wind tends to be afternoon-wise. We're still waiting for utility-grade energy storage battery systems that can scale and hold hundreds of megawatts of electricity. And when that is available, you'll see Bitcoin mining become even more sustainable because we'll be able to operate more and more solely on wind or solar, backed by battery power.
Of how Bitcoin is mined and created based on, just the sheer firepower of computing capacity at lowest cost to try and build this network, whatever the network's going to be used for. That's how it gets built. So how can you decide perhaps not to sort of purchase the cheapest power wherever it's available?
Well, it's a function of many things. For one thing, you need very reliable sources of power. So cheap power typically isn't reliable. It has a tendency of going on and off. The Bitcoin mining business is most efficient when you can run your miners 24/7. And that's why energy storage is critical if you're going to operate on fully renewable sources. That being said, everybody in the industry is really incentivized around optimizing quality of power. We really want to make as much as possible the Bitcoin that we mine as green as possible. We understand people's perspectives on the energy we consume. However, mining really provides a very important function to the network, which is the validation and verification of blocks, what makes the network this indelible record. And so I think we'll continue to see miners pushing for more efficient mining systems that consume less power to lower our energy footprint on a per terahash basis. Terahash is how we measure mining power, if you would. And everybody's chasing an efficiency curve where that cost and power consumption is going down. As power consumption goes down in miner hardware, the power consumption that we need to generate Bitcoin goes down as well. So I think you're going to see the miners continually investing in new hardware that's more efficient and continually trying to optimize around power sources that are as renewable as possible.
Just quickly on Musk, because he is so influential, his voice on all of this, can you describe what discussions with him have been like and maybe how long he felt that this sustainability issue was worth addressing?
So let me first say, I wasn't on the call when Elon Musk addressed some of the founding members of the council, so I'm not going to comment on what was said or not said. That being said, he did tweet afterwards that he was supportive of the efforts of the Mining Council and that of miners going green. So I think he should be, and I'll infer, generally supportive of it, as it's very much in line with what Tesla is doing around renewable energy.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.